All right, so I guess I'm bound to run into a seriously nasty shoe eventually, but I don't know. Today's 1779 was the first today. That was very much a player friendly, almost 18% player edge in terms of wins to losses, 40 wins, 28 losses. So that was a doddle, wasn't it? The next one was 8 wins, 15 losses. So that was a house edge of 30%. And then the next one after that, 1781, was 36 wins, 30 losses, which was a player edge of 9%. But with those two shoes, the combined house edge was 44 wins over 45 losses. So that's just over 1%, about 1.25%, which is pretty much exactly what you expect, right? So, nothing earth shattering today, but I'm just keeping up the old drumbeat. I just want to keep on reminding people that what they're watching, and I suspect the people who are watching me are not watching the jokers, the pro losers, the Vegas Prats, whatever else you want to call them. They all pretend that they're promoting entertainment and fun and excitement and jeopardy and all the rest of it, and they're not. They are all promoting gambling, and that's why they're getting rich. And I don't mind people getting rich. I was rich once, and I'll be rich again, I've no doubt. But Alexa,
This is a reminder.
Alexa,
Drink water.
do be quiet. I always time it badly, don't I? Damn. All right. You'd think I'd figure it out. Double for the loss. 1, 2. Thank you, player. Back to the min. Always back to the min. Double for the tie if it's 100 or less. Repeat. Back to the min. Double for the loss. Double for the frickin' tie. 1, 2, 3. Back to the minimum. Double for the loss. 1, 2. Yeah, there's nothing earth-shattering about this strategy. The only really thing that's really earth-shattering about it is that nobody else is doing it. I just don't understand that. But, and there are probably better strategies out there. I'm sure there are. I just haven't found one yet, And I've been working on this for, I don't even like to think, many decades. And as I said, I'm not rich. What I am doing is trying to do just a little bit to make people understand how stupid it is to bet randomly or bet flat against these games. So, it ain't much, but it's the best I can manage. +1. +1. 1, 2. Well done, player. Just keep up this rhythm. It's lovely. Double for the loss. 1, 2. There we go again. Yeah, it's a matter of getting in the groove, and going with the flow. It's really the flow going with me, isn't it? Because I never change, but the flow certainly does. All right, 1, 2. Thank you. Back to the min. Double for the loss. 1, 2. Oh! 3, 4. Long grass. 7, 8. Even longer grass. All right. Back to the min. Double for the loss. I feel like I'm repeating myself. A double for the tie. Another double for the tie. Right, well, that's definitely back to the minimum. Double for the loss. 1, 2. Alrighty. Back to the min. Double for the tie. 1, 2. Oh no, I think I got that wrong. Oops. So I'll just do that again. There we are. Excuse me. +1. +1. Ooh, I like this. What was the last one? See, that cheat thing down the bottom is just marvellous. Okay, plus max. I need all the help I can get. Alright, that's a repeat. That's a 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 7, 8. Don't like it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 15, 8, and we have to go to the banker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 23, 16. I'm going to run away if I don't get this one. No, let's not do that. Let's call that 5, 4. Well, would you credit it? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's amazing what fluky things you can achieve if you stick with the same same strategy all the time. Because I've got this little gizmo that I'm supposed to blow into 100 times a day to sort out my very minor lung problem, which is just, it's a nuisance. When I think of what some people, am I elderly? No, of course I'm not. But some people my age have to go through. I think it's little enough. It's okay. Anyway, back to the minimum. +1. Not another one. There's another one. Double for the bloody tie, pardon me. I think all we can do is a plus max now. And do it again. And do it again. Alright, back to the min. Still on the bank. +1. Okie dokie. Gonna be running away from the bank. 3, 5. 8, 5. Over to player. That's not good. 3, 2. 1, 2. Making money here. Minimum. Double for the tie. Bloody ties. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many is that in a row now? Jeepers, great. Look at this. I always forget to look over at the old bean plate. It's very, very bead plate, bean plate. That was a Freudian slip. Bead plate. Yeah, that's telling us the truth. What was the bet just now? Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, it's another hundy, isn't it? Okay. 3, 4. That would be 7, 8. And we're being kicked out. All right. Well, I'm going to have to roll onto a new shoe now because of that. Safe shoe. Start new one. And hopefully We can get a turnaround bet here. And then I can politely retire after a few bets. 7-8 on the player. Oops. Come on, stop being silly. Or was I 15-8? Might be 15-8. Geez, wouldn't it be good if I paid attention? 5-4. And now 1-2. Bugger! Sorry. You might have guessed I really don't like ties. All right, so what to do? I will play to 10 or turn around near to after 10 if I'm still in the middle. Double for the loss. Repeat. Back to the min. Double for the loss. Repeat. All right, that's it. I've had enough. We're at 11.5 minutes. We've made a lot. So finish, save it. I'll go and do the numbers. All right. I guess I must have screwed up there somewhere, mustn't I? The rollover seemed to have made a bit too much money. Never mind. I'm going to forgive myself for that. Be back in a sec. Well, you won't even notice me gone, will you? All right then, folks, some numbers for shoe number 1782, which ended quite well, but there was a rollover, which I insisted on chasing. Didn't really need to do that, I suppose. But, I think it was 17.8 or something like that. And I just, when it's that much money, you don't want to walk away from the recovery. It's too much. If it's, if it's peanuts, if it's 25 or 50 or 75 or whatever, then fine, no problem. Anyway, this time we won 9,669 across 32 bets, which is an average win of 302. And we lost 6,575 in 31 bets, which is an average loss of 212. And so the average win value over the average loss value is 142%. Now, we had one more win than losses. We had 32 wins and 31 losses, and that gave us a notional player edge of about 1.6%. Our win of 3,094 over total action of 16,244 is a player edge of 19%. And I think most people would agree with me that 19% is an improvement on 1.6%. But there are some pretty strange people out there. So, here and there I'll be getting an argument, no doubt. I just hope I don't hear it. Anyway, let's clock on to the next one. And I definitely screwed up here. I overbet. But I won, so I'm not going to apologize for that. Sorry. Let's check it out, and I'll be right back. Okay, this last shoe, number 1783, was a bit redunculous. We did extremely well. We had 6 wins and 3 losses, so that gave us a player edge of 33% this time. And 3,201 in 6 bets, average win 535, 850 lost in 3 bets, average loss 283, average win over average loss 189%. What comes out really, really weird is we won 3,200, as you can see. Total action was 4,050. So, I mean, that is just, what? But it happens. It happens. The thing that's most important, I got to stop saying that because there are so many things that are all equally important. But one of the things that's important is consistency. You know, if you don't waver while everything is wobbling around you, then you've got a better chance. If you bet randomly, if you do silly things like, I mean, Brandon O'Brien, who seems to have quit playing Baccarat, but for the longest time he was on that thing called, what is it, strike or slice or I don't know, whatever, um, spice, whatever. Uh, you know, he kept playing that for weeks and weeks and weeks on end, and he'd keep saying, well, you just follow the player, which of course means that the chop will kill you. And the chop is a very common thing in the game of Baccarat, and it's why the French came up with an idea called avant-dernière, which means that you bet on whatever won the bet before last. So if you hit a chop situation, then you're going to be fine. And if you hit a long winning streak, you're going to be fine. And if you hit a long losing streak, well, losing streaks are never a good idea, are they? But there we go. Anyway, that's it. I'll just go over here, and this was part 1. Oh, fiddling. Okay, sorry. All these things I try to remember to do and then forget. So that, and then the TA this time was, I think, about 15 minutes. And now I've forgotten how much it was worth. Quite a bit. 3,200, 6,200, 6,294. It's almost worth having, isn't it? You know? I mean, good gracious. Dana White, of course, wouldn't blow his nose on that, but that's how it goes. All right. Did I forget my little timestamp? By golly, I do believe I did. I'm going to pop it up. In just a mo, because that was a boo-boo. All right, there it is. How did I do such a terrible thing as that, as to forget the timestamp? Yeah, you know what? Things slip your mind sometimes. But that's where we're at. I mean, the last two were ridiculous. And, you know, we've had a hell of a day today. We've made all this today. And take it or leave it, believe it or not, I honestly recommend. You cannot do worse than give this strategy a try, because if you imitate the professional losers, the shills, the barkers, the performing seals, and bet in their crazy way. What's that guy, Degen Dolt, who just did this thing where he had $5,000, played a session of blackjack, and said, whatever I win or lose, I'm putting down on the last bet. So he won. He got to 9,000, took the 4,000 profit, put it down on the last bet. I mean, what kind of nonsense is that? Seriously, you know. I mean, he's an idiot. It's really that simple, isn't it? Anyway, next time. Bye bye.